and succinct as possible, but I am happy to spend any extra time with people after we are done if you would like that. So you just let me know. Maybe I have too many tabs open because that record is spinning and spinning, but not going. So let's see. There we go. All right. So we are here today to talk about Screencastify. And I'm just going to show you some of the features here. I've adapted a presentation from a really great group that I found. They're called Fried Technology. And so I asked permission to adapt a little of their presentation, and they said yes. And so it was kind of cool that I actually found them through this. So if you don't see anything or don't hear anything through the whole thing, let me know, okay? I always like to list some experts in the tool that I'm teaching about, and we have many, but these are just a few of them. Really all the teacher librarians in your school certainly would be a great first resource to go to. In addition to some of our teachers at Conard, Sarah Isaacs at Hall already did a recording that we have on our Anytime Learning site. We are trying to post all of these trainings so that you can quickly just go and get a tutorial if it's like somebody's showing it to you personally. So I can show you where those are also later if you're interested. We've kind of created a site and are categorizing them not only by the tool, but sort of what they would do for kids in terms of if you want to engage them, if you want to explain something. So this is something we've always wanted to do. So the silver lining in all of this is that some of the things we've wanted to do, we're able to do now through this world that we're living in. So if you haven't had a chance to install it yet, the easiest thing to do is just go to screencastify.com, but you can also go to the Chrome web store and just search it up. So this does not have sound, but I'm just going to kind of talk through this sort of a basic general introduction. You can create, edit, and share videos on any device besides just the Chromebook, obviously, when you have Chrome. It's as simple as this in terms of these little features here. This little menu is really all you have. So once you download it or add the extension, you're going to get these little tools. You have the option of either just showing your browser tab, your desktop, or your webcam. And if some of you have things like document cameras and other, or your phone camera hooked up as another camera, you can choose any camera you like and either embed the webcam so that your little picture will be down at the bottom, or you can turn that off if you just want to show your screen. And we'll get into more of that later. And it's really as simple as that. It's going to give you the 3, 2, 1 to record, and you can literally show anything on your screen. A doc that you want to show them how to annotate, a presentation that you've created, Google Drawings, a website, a video. We have the editor feature now too, which I'll show you. You can trim your video. Sometimes at the beginning and the end, especially, we want to cut off a little bit, and it lets you do that right in the application. I'll show you that too. And then all these options to share nice and easy with Google Classroom, generating a QR code, uploading to YouTube. So it's really, really nice. And simple, again, which is what we like. So I'm going to actually show you how to install it, Screencastify or the Chrome store. Then you're going to get this little pink arrow right at the top that will show you it appeared. So let me show you what that looks like. And it's very easy. And I'm going to give you this presentation too as well.
Today, I'd like to show you how to install the pretty powerful little Chrome extension called Screencastify into your Chrome web browser. Here we go. Probably the easiest way to get started is to head on over to screencastify.com, where there is a blue button that says Add to Chrome. When you click on that blue button, you're going to be sent to the Chrome web store. you're going to hit the blue Add to Chrome button, and then you can click the Add Extension button. At this point, it begins to install, and you'll see a pop-up when it has installed, but the most recognizable thing you can look for is the Screencastify icon up where your other extensions go in Chrome. If you click on that icon, it will take you to a place where you can sign in with your Google account. If you've already signed into Chrome, your Google account's going to show up and you can choose it, or otherwise you'll have to sign in. At this point, you need to allow Google Drive to store your Screencastify files. And then you're going to give Screencastify the permission to use your microphone and drawing tools. Go ahead and click Next and Allow. Again, you're going to be asked if you want to allow Screencastify to use your video camera and your microphone. And lastly, you're going to introduce yourself to Screencastify and give them a little bit of information about how you're going to use it. And you're done and you're ready to record. At this point, you can go up to the icon again where your other extensions are, and you'll see all of the Screencastify tools and options available for you. You're ready to record.
It's as easy as that. So again, I don't know if any of you had a chance to do that yet, but I'm happy to stay with anyone and make sure they're all installed. And the best part of all of this is that we've got a coupon code so that we get the premium version. The free version has a lot of access too. The big difference is that there are unlimited minutes now for recording. With the free version, you could only do a 5-minute video. And now with the coupon code, it's unlimited, which is great. And we also have access to the editor if you want to really go in and edit some videos. So when you go into your account, you want to make sure to go to the redeem coupon. You do not need to pay anything. You just click redeem coupon and you put in all caps cast_COVID, and then you will have the free access, the premium access. Just show you what that looks like. I already have done it, so you don't see that on mine, but you're just going to update your subscription here, or redeem your coupon, and put it in your account. Okay, so again, unlimited minutes for recording, sharing pretty much anywhere, but really easy with Classroom. And again, I don't know what everyone's needs are. I'm thinking obviously many people want to use this themselves, but you can also have students create products with this, especially at the high school level. Even things like publishing to YouTube and making it unlisted, or putting up, a tutorial you've created that you want other people to be able to access. You can export as a full video as an MP4, just the audio as an MP3, or an animated GIF, which is very cool. That's good for short videos, about 18 to 20 seconds. What you can do is export it as a GIF and just insert it in a little doc that you're giving to the kids, and it will just play over and over as a little short instructional video. Everything saves to Google Drive. What will happen is it won't do it until you create something, but as soon as you create something, there will be a Screencastify folder in Google Drive automatically created, and all of your Screencastify videos will live in the Screencastify folder in your Google Drive. You can share videos with anyone, parents, students, the world, and you can get videos from students as well. And it's fair. We've used it with students at the library, and they've really enjoyed it and found it easy to use. So the big things are the 3 options of what you want to actually record once you get in it. And remember, it's once you install, it's up here as your little pink arrow. So this is where I'm getting this screen right now. So browser tab recording is great as a choice if maybe you have a script or notes or a doc that you've prepared and you don't want them to see your whole desktop. You might want to choose browser tab. so that you would just be going through the doc you had or the Google Slides that you are talking over and just showing that browser. And then you don't want them to see other things that you have on your screen. You're going to make sure your microphone is defaulting to your microphone you're using. And again, embed webcam is if you want the picture of yourself, but if you don't want to include that, you don't have to, and you can just turn that off. It will count down 3 seconds, but if you want it longer, you can change it. And you do want to show your drawing tools usually because they appear down here and it's nice and easy to have those available when you need them. And it will ask you if you want to switch tabs. If you don't, and you have those notes on the side, just say no, and it will keep recording the tab that you're on. If you do want to have them listen to something, you can record the audio that's playing there, but just turn off your microphone so that it picks up the audio of the recording. Desktop recording, I usually start with that because I might need something and I'm afraid I won't be able to get to it. So, obviously plan everything out. But, if you're going and switching back and forth between tabs, that's when you would want the desktop recording. And again, embed your webcam or not. And then the webcam only you can use too. So if you just want to send a message to them on video, you can use it for that feature. There are a lot of sharing options as well, as we mentioned. If you wanted to put an embed code into a website, if you just want to get a link to this, you can put that link anywhere. So copy the shareable link. You could even, if you didn't want to share right to Classroom and do it through that, you could just get the link and then go to Classroom and put the link in there. You could send it in an email to somebody. So anywhere you can put a link, you can get it to this. And that's a really nice feature as well. And then the exporting that we talked about. And there's an editor I'm going to show you, which is nice, and that we do have access to. And so then all your recordings that once you've created them live in this little menu here. Notifications are just announcements from the company, but they are making a lot of updates, so it's nice to see those. You've got settings here if you want to change anything with the auto stop option or resize anything, but you probably won't need to do that. But as you get comfortable, you might want to change and alter some things to fit your needs. And then your main menu over here has all your recordings that you've created. Your premium subscription will be there. The editor will be there. They have provided a ton of resources as well that you can access right through their menu if you want to look at tutorials and things other people have done. And then the options I'll show you. And then I've just put in the presentation that I'll share with all of you that same classroom resources page, the user guide with everything you would need to know about it, and then the webinar that I attended online that has a full hour of detailed tutorials. Okay. So now I'm going to just play around with it and show you in a presentation I already created how this might look. So we're going to go up to our little tab. Say I want my whole desktop and I want to go back and forth between things. Say I want to embed my webcam too. I like the 3-second countdown. I'm going to show my drawing tools. And I just wanted to show you the options was the thing we didn't look at for menu. You can just go in here later, and if there's anything that you don't like, you can change that around as well. Recommended to save to Google Drive automatically. It shows, I think I clicked on, it didn't have that. I like to see the progress when it's processing a video and make sure it's working. Recording settings, yeah. So that's pretty basic, but it's a good thing. And so let's look at it. Let's see how this looks. So pretend I'm talking over my presentation now, and I'm going to go ahead and record. So I've embedded my webcam, so it's here. And now you see that this it's counting down, and there we go. And now I'm recording, and hi everyone, and here I am, and I'm going through my presentation and explaining and showing things. If I want to click into an actual application website, I can. Perhaps I want to show them how to look at audiobooks and on here because I do want those on, but you can turn them off if you don't need them. You can toggle back and forth, Alt-T on my computer, Option-T on Macs. But it's got a lot of cool features. I like the focus mouse especially. So if you want to draw attention to something, you can use the focus mouse. It's got a pen, it's got an eraser. I can circle things, I can erase them. I can do all kinds of stuff like that. So the little tools feature are nice. I can undo. I can pause it. So if I want to stop doing something, I can just pause the recording right here and keep going. I can have a mouse pointer, and I can turn it on and off my webcam if I'm going between them, which is really nice. So let's just pretend that I'm done with my recording now, or I'm pausing it, and then my little menu is back up here, and so I'm turning it off. And now it's going to save to drive automatically. What does appear here immediately is the trim. That's the only feature of the editor that actually comes up here. So if I want to kind of move in or out at the beginning and end of the video, I can do that right here and it will save that. But if I want to go into the editor and do more work, I would look in that editor. But what's
Rachel, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Just
Yeah,
so you
go
know,
ahead.
we're not seeing the, or at least I'm not seeing, when you go up to your Screencastify little extension, we're not seeing that pull down. So when you're talking about that, we're not seeing that. We're just seeing your presentation page.
Okay. What do you see now?
Now we see the actual, like with the red border and open an editor, and that kind of thing. Now we see.
Okay, sorry, I had it switched to the other app. Okay, so thank you, Gwen. So as we are looking at this, this is what appears when I stop the presentation. It's right up here. And again, this is always your menu to do everything in. So I was recording and then I stopped it. And now it's saving to Google Drive, which opens up automatically. I can copy the link. I can trim right on here at the bottom. And if I wanted to do more, I would open the editor to do more. But first, let me show you the share options. I could go to Classroom right now, and I usually make sure that the whole video is processed first, and then just pick my class that I want to share it with. And choose what I want to do, just like in Google Classroom. Maybe I want to make an announcement for them, and it would be just like what I do in Google Classroom. So that's an option that I have, or I can publish to YouTube, which it will upload and process the video. Or I can download this as a video. I can export it as an MP4. And I can export it as a GIF, but I would want to do that with a very, very short video, and I could put it in. So let me show you the editor for a minute as well. You could put anything you already had, so not just Screencastify videos you've made, but even other videos that you have that you want to edit. You could just use this tool as an editor for those things, which is very cool. And so here's where I can do a lot more, not just trimming the beginning and the end like what we saw before, but actually cutting pieces wherever I want. I can also crop. So if I just want to take this piece here, I could just make sure it shows that, or maybe just a piece within that I wanted to crop. I could do that. And I could add text. Of, fonts, all that kind of thing, changing the text, etc. Or I could undo and change all of that I already did, or I could delete it and start over. Questions so far? I don't know where everyone is in terms of already using it or not ever using it and having set it up yet. But I love the ease of this, and I love how intuitive it is with this little menu. That's really all you need. The other thing is, some of us tend to be kind of perfectionists, so plan as much as you can, but if you make little mistakes here and there, you don't really like listening to your voice, you can kind of practice with it. But just like you might make a mistake or misspeak a bit in class, it's okay to have a few of those. I wouldn't spend a lot of time trying to make it absolutely perfect. If I want to click into an actual oops, there's my video. All right. So anything else you want to see specifically or go over? This is just a video that I had, so it's not a Screencastify presentation, but I can open this in Editor and cut it. And if I don't have something like iMovie or a really, elaborate product, I can actually use their editor as an iMovie product and just crop and trim and cut my videos, which is nice. And you can just make sure you save it to Google Drive when you make the changes. Got my settings. So now in my drive, there will be a Screencastify folder. That has everything. Thoughts, questions, comments? Let me look at the chat. Do we have any questions here? All PD links on our Google Calendar. No, it won't be, Stephen, it won't be in your waffle because it's not, well, maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's more going to be up on your little extensions. If you've ever downloaded Chrome extensions, up on the top next to your URL bar at the top of your screen, that's where you should see the little pink arrow. And if people want to do that right now while we're together and go through the steps, I'm happy to make sure that you've all got the right access.
And can you also show us how to put the code? Hi. Can you also show how to put the code? Because I had the extension, but I don't have all the premium possibilities yet.
Yes. So go into your screencastify.com and go into your account. Yeah, I do think it's really easy. Thanks, Lori. It really is easy to use immediately. Like, you can just play around today with something you've always wanted to do and see how easy it is, and then you'll just get better and better at it. I love using easy, intuitive tools, not anything with a lot of, menu options and things like that. So I really love it for that reason. And I will make sure that I get this presentation to all of you who attended today, so you can look at the webinar if you want to have more detail. If everyone else wants to go in and make sure they can install it, we can hang out here and make sure that you're able to do that. And please, if you have any follow-up questions ever, just shoot me an email. I'm happy to meet one-on-one with you if you want a little one-on-one attention with this. and to do the override 5-minute. As long as you go in and put in that Cast COVID premium subscription option, you won't have the 5-minute limit anymore. It will just be unlimited. So you might already have the free version with the 5-minute limit. Make sure you go in and put in that code. Let me see if I can show you that again. Actually, just go up to screencastify.com. So let me just present that for all of you. So screencastify.com, once you've logged in, once you're in as an educator, look at your subscription. Mine, I've already entered it. And now they're doing it through June 6th, and hopefully they'll just keep extending it for everybody. Let me go back also to the presentation where you see that what that looks like. It should say somewhere upgrade if you already had the free version. And where when you go into your account here and subscription and licenses, oops, redeem coupon and enter cast_COVID and hit enter, and it should just say you're good now. You can also go to this link here, screencastify.com, user subscribe, which is just going back into your account through screencastify.com.